Good morning. Welcome to your Saturday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm running a bit late. I haven't even taken the dog out for his W yet. So I think I overdid a little bit yesterday and ended up taking a nap in the afternoon and everything. Good grief. So this thing is not wanting to kick itself away from me as quickly as I would hope. So good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. So anyway, I figure I better talk to all of you first and then I'll take him for his W. He's very patient. He will wait quite well. So today we have a card from the Notes from the Universe on Abundance deck by Mike Dooley, which is a cheeky little deck and often offering advice to us from the universe. Grab some water here. Good morning, Tammy. Welcome. Glad you're here. And I'm sure people will just kind of continue to roll in as we go here. So I have to cough. Hang on. Still barking away, yes. So the card for today is one of those that is designed to give you perspective, designed to help you go, oh, yeah. Good morning, Susan. Glad you're here. And welcome to whomever else popped on that I'm not seeing your name. So glad everybody's here, ready for some guidance this morning from the universe. I always like it when the universe gives us guidance, and these cards are so pretty too. So yes, I am practicing resting. That's not my common nature, so I'm working on it. So good morning, Diane. Welcome. Glad you are here. Here is our card for today. This reminds me of the boat launch by Rapid River in Michigan, where I live. So very pretty scene. So let's just take a few minutes, a couple of breaths to settle into right here, right now, opening ourselves up to the wisdom of the universe. Wouldn't it be lovely if we paid more attention to the wisdom of the universe as opposed to our limited human wisdom, which is going to show up in this card. So nice deep breaths in. There we go. I'm seriously considering changing platforms. The thing is, I know everybody's on Facebook, so, but I've been getting such terrible results lately, and interestingly, one of the settings that has changed on Facebook is the one that allows me to download my videos so that I can put them elsewhere, like on LinkedIn and YouTube, etc. So I think the last 3 days I haven't been able to get it to download so that I could put it on YouTube. So, and I really like to have it on multiple platforms. So another option would be I could broadcast it from one of those other platforms and then share it to Facebook. But that means everybody who usually watches me live would need to be hanging out on the other platform waiting for me. So I'm still considering that, but I really am not. Good morning, Joe. Welcome. Really not happy with Facebook at this point because every single day we're having these interruptions, and I don't think it's always my internet because it's not happening with any of the other things that I do on the internet. So I think Facebook's having some issues lately. So anyway, just be aware that I'm considering moving to a different platform just because this is not solid. It's not been solid lately. Here's our card, our pretty card. And we're just breathing to settle into right here and right now, opening ourselves up to the universe's wisdom to move us beyond the self-imposed limitations we create. And you may wonder, well, why would we do that? Evolutionarily, we are in some ways set up to do that. Our brain has not evolved much beyond when we were in caves and watching for saber-toothed tigers. So our brains are wired to look for what's out of the ordinary, to look for what's potentially dangerous, and then react to it. In these days, we don't have saber-toothed tigers. There's not the same level of physical danger that there used to be, right? I mean, certain places there are. If you're living in some countries at this point, yes, but not here. not here, typically. So, but our brains don't know that yet. So one of the things we have to work with is that automatic response of where's the danger, where's something bad, noticing what isn't working instead of what is working. We've got a penchant for doing that. But this card, I think, is designed to pull you from that base brain functioning, the reptilian brain functioning. Is it dangerous? Is it edible? Is it, the basics, to higher order thinking of what are the benefits of this for me? What are the potential liabilities? It's a whole different realm of thought process, okay? So here is our card for today. Drink it in, think it in. Let's see what your thoughts are after this. It's 2 questions and answers. Question: what do rich folk daydream and visualize about? Answer: yeah, whatever they want. Question: and what do poor folk daydream and visualize about? Answer: yeah, whatever they want. You're coming along so nicely, the universe. So, obviously, there are going to be people who say, well, some people have much more dire circumstances than others. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. However, what we think about, we do in many ways bring about. So, watch your thought process. If you see something, you go, yeah, well, I can't have that anyway. Or I'll give you an example. There's something that showed up in one of the pictures from the last rummage sale we did, which was December sometime. We'll probably do another one in March, I think. And someone picked out something in one of the pictures that she really wanted. So she sent a message, asked how much it was. I sent back the price. She sends back, too pricey. Too pricey. There's a mindset there, right? There wasn't, would you be willing to negotiate? There wasn't any, how could I make this work? There was none of that. It was just an immediate, too pricey. I can't afford that. If you ever have those words coming out of your mouth, I want you to slap your hands over your mouth. Don't say that. Don't say that. If you want to say, how can I afford this? Or do I think this is worth the price that's on it? That's a whole different, that's that higher order realm. That's not that base kind of stuff of I can and I can't. And when you say the I can't, Henry Ford said it. If you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. It's your mindset there that makes the difference. And some of you will go, yeah, that's that old secret stuff that never worked anyway, blah, blah, blah. It's not that it never worked. It's that people weren't exercising it with finesse. They were just kind of blanket thumping that information out there. I have everything I want. It's all going to be great. I've got millions of dollars, yada, yada, without doing the discernment, that higher order thinking about what are the implications of this? What's my reasoning for wanting this? How will this impact my life when this unfolds, etc., etc.? And looking at it from the universe's perspective. Is all the groundwork laid for something like this to unfold? Is it in my highest and best good for something like this to unfold? So I'm just going to pick on the lottery as an example, okay? They have done follow-up studies of lottery winners. They don't fare very well. They oftentimes end up in far worse shape than what they were in to begin with. Let me give you an example. They buy a gigantic multi-million-dollar house, and they're burning through the money that they have so fast, they're not paying attention to what is this thing going to cost me down the road in taxes and upkeep, etc., etc., etc. They just buy a doodad, a thing, and they aren't being cognizant of what are the long-term effects of buying this thing, right? The the joke that they make about buying a boat. The two best days of buying a boat are the day you buy it and the day you sell it. We need to be more thoughtful. We need to be more planful. We need to be looking at what are the implications of this thing, all right? And with a lot of that lottery winnings kind of mentality, it's about what kind of things can we buy. And the term doodads actually comes from Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which if you've never read it, it's a classic. Go back and read it. Because it's mindset. It's all about the mindset. His rich dad was actually a guy, a friend's dad, who kind of mentored him and his friend, tucked them under his wing, taught them all kinds of things, was a high school graduate, owned business, etc., etc. His poor dad was actually his biological dad, who was college educated, a professor, etc., but had the mindset of there's not enough to go around, I don't have enough, etc., etc. So, very useful book in terms of getting you to actually look at and challenge your own mindset, all right? So, the point of the card is, what do you expect for yourself? What do you believe is possible in this universe? Again, if you're limiting yourself to human thinking, you're probably putting a cap on what is possible. If you're expanding into the field of infinite possibilities, that cap disappears. Anything and everything is possible. And anything and everything is probable when you're using your mind in a certain way. So, your challenge for today is I want you to pay attention to your thoughts, especially the thoughts that are humming along kind of automatically below the surface of awareness, maybe. When you see things that you like, when you talk to people about things they're doing, when you get invited to go do something yourself, are you coming from the I can perspective or the I can't perspective? If you're finding that more often than you would like, you are coming from that I can't perspective, I want you to immediately, do not pass go, do not collect $200, shift your thinking to, how could I? How could I make this happen? If I really wanted this, how could I co-work with the universe? How could I partner with the universe? Good morning, Beth, to make this happen. You may still choose not to because it's not that important to you, but I want you messing around with that idea that when you work with the universe, anything's possible. Anything is possible. So that is your homework for today. If you want to throw some examples of that into our feed, that would be lovely. I'd like to give people grist for the mill to chew on and be daydreaming and visualizing much bigger than we allow ourselves to do, okay? Have an awesome day. See you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. I'm going to go take TJ for his W now. Bye-bye.